NartOutHere is showing off Complexity's nuke fast secret execute. At the beginning of the round, Complexity blow up door and they molly mini top hut to slow early vent rotations, and the top hut molly is also thrown to condition NaVi in order for them to be able to run their upper execute later on. Complexity throw fast secret smokes and rush to lower. Meanwhile, JKS will molly inside vent to slow the rotations from boomich. When the molly is done burning, boomich rotates down vent, and as he comes out, Complexity already crossing the control stairs and kills him. Rush pushes through control doors and catches the ramp player flaming mid-rotation. blameF in control follows up with ramp nades and Poizon makes his way onto site and plants. NaVi are in a 3v5 after plant and they opt to save. This execute is an anti-strat for NaVi, as boomich on CT side nuke will often be the first rotator down lower by going down vents. However, we see the molly delay his rotation and affect his timing, as when the molly ends, boomich drops down, and as he comes out vents, Complexity are already crossing and kill him. When the smokes get thrown, Complexity are full on rushing to lower to capitalize on the molly and as well as to catch the ramp player before they can rotate. Flamey drops down when boomich dies, and look how fast Rush is already out the door and kills him. Complexity even have a flash ready for simple in garage. This is the perfect anti-strat if you know the other team likes to rotate through vents. If you don't know this and you run this execute, you can run into problems if the opposing team sends a player at the beginning of the round from ramp to lower. This execute works in hoping to delay the upper player from rotating in order to have free reign lower and to get out fast door to beat the rotations. Let's go into the Complexity players' POVs. blameF is the entry this round. He nades towards glaive and he heads behind red. blameF waits for his teammates to throw their nades. He watches for the gap in the cross smoke. When his teammates are about to throw their smokes, blameF goes to the side of red and he gets ready to cross his secret. The smokes bloom and he pulls out his knife to quickly cross. The reason why blameF isn't worried about anyone in secret is because Config watched for the secret cross early on and he didn't spot anyone. When he gets down the stairs, he pulls out his gun because going around this corner, it's common that there might be an opper holding. blameF rushes to the control side and after clearing it, he throws ramp nades, smoking right and mauling left. After doing so, he watches the vent flank. Another option as the first player is to come out door instead of going control. As you saw from Flamey's POV, when he rotated, Rush was already out the door, so imagine if blameF went out the door first. He could have been up mid-ramp. Having control of the mid-ramp as a T is a super strong position to take. I'm going to skip the rest of the round as NaVi saves. Rush has the best lobby spawn, so he goes lobby and nade door open and then he mollies mini. I think the purpose behind the molly is to delay early vent rotations. Rush then goes back outside to throw the close red smoke. He crouches onto the black mark on the yellow paint, then he stands up, aims at the bottom of the white paint mark, then left and right click the smoke and jump throw. He throws a smoke at 133, which is the time Config is also throwing the far smoke. As Rush crosses, he hears someone spraying the smoke, so he starts to jump to get across to dodge the bullets. He knifes out to catch up the blame and kills boomich coming out of vent. Rush proceeds to go through control doors knowing the next rotate will come from ramp, so he will pre-aim ramp and he kills Flamey. Rush flashes ramp and pushes up close. He gets flash to peek ramp, however he doesn't see anyone. We see the impact of the molly JKS through vents on boomich's rotate time. By the time boomich rotates through vents, blameF had already crossed the control and the rest of the team were near vents. Config goes roof and he mollies top hut to slow rotations and to condition NaVi for their upper execute later on, which requires top hut being mollied at the beginning of the round. Then he gets onto marshmallow to spot if anyone crosses the secret. He doesn't see anyone, and afterwards he goes to throw the far smoke, which positions himself in the middle of these two fences, aims at the bottom left of this wall where it meets the other wall, then left click throw. Config follows up with a flash which blinds Simple holding garage. Then he pulls out his knife and bunny hops his way into secret. Config will rush towards decon by himself and he will come out the door. Once sight is clear, he watches vent and secret rotations. Poizon calls Opper, has a rifle this round and the bomb. He's gonna throw the cross smoke and he holds for initial red peek. Then he scouts out garage and gets close to red. As he does, he watches for the gap in the cross smoke he threw. The smokes are thrown and Poizon pulls out his knife and bunny hops the secret. He does get tagged down to 67 HP. Poizon guns up before he gets around the stair corner, and Rush kills boomich and Poizon remollies vent to delay rotations, which is not necessary because you can see how far Poizon is away from Rush to get the trade had he needed it. Poizon should be behind Rush coming out that door. He makes his way onto site and plants toxic, then he flashes ramp for Rush to peek. I think it would have been fine for Poizon to remolly vent had blameF gone outdoor. That way Rush has somebody to trade him, or Rush can trade blameF. JKS is lurking lobby, but his main role is to molly vent for the execute. How do you molly vent when door is already smoked? Well, JKS will aim at the extinguisher before the CT smokes door, and without moving his mouse, he gets in front of the blue door on the left wall, crouch, and left click throw. JKS throws a molly a couple of seconds right after the smokes are thrown. The smokes are thrown in this round at 133 and JKS throws a molly at 131. The molly he throws slows down blameF's vent rotation and allows his teammates to be able to rush down lower without having that CT slow them down. This is more of an anti-strat as well, as because when you watch NaVi play Nuke on their CT side, many times they have blameF rotate down vent. After mollying, JKS will hold for rotations in lobby, then he lurks and flanks ramp. JKS is not going to find anybody towards ramp, and he's not going to find anybody towards lobby because after Flamey dies, NaVi players opt to save right away. In a different series against NaVi, Complexity run the same strat with some variation. The close smoke is thrown from blameF, who is behind red, and Yugi throws the same far smoke config through. 3 players will rush secret while Yugi watches secret flank. Meanwhile, JKS will throw the vent molly. This time around, blameF will smoke out the molly, makes his way down vent and out towards control side. However, when he gets out, there are 2 players in his face already, and he dies. All 3 Complexity players will rush outdoor, and the player Rush gets a kill into Flamey ramp, and he follows up with a molly. Config pushes through it and he kills Simple, then dies to Rush's molly. Bomb is planted and NaVi will eventually save. blameF makes the mistake thinking he can come out towards control side safely. Had he gone towards decon stairs, then he would have been fine. We see the impact of the fast smokes thrown closer instead of from spawn, which gives Complexity a quicker way to get into secret and into lower to beat the vent and ramp rotations. Astralis also uses this molly with Zivnix throwing it. If you want to see how they use it, join my Discord, link is in the description and comment section. To wrap up, Complexity throw their red smokes closer to allow them to deploy faster, and since they're closer as well, they can get down to lower quicker and beat rotations rather than throwing them from spawn. They make use of the vent molly to delay upper rotations. The downside of this execute, like I said before, is if a team sends someone lower from ramp early onto the round, which can slow down your progression. If you enjoy the video, please give it a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. I truly appreciate it. Till next time, NartOutHere, peace.